Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome. It's gonna do here. I'm getting out camping again as I love to do. This time I'm in the Castlemaine Diggings Heritage Park, just south of Castlemaine. I've got a couple of campsites picked out here because I don't know, it's the end of the Melbourne Cup long weekend, but I'm hoping that getting here that most people have left, so having 3 campsites picked, hopefully I can find one that's not too crowded. So anyway, we'll get to camp and we'll get to the first campsite actually, and we'll see how we go from there. Okay, well that's Warburton's Bridge campground, and as I suspected, it's pretty full, so I think I'll move on to the next campground because yeah, too many people there for me. Okay, well this is the second campground I had picked out, Chokem Creek in the Castlemaine Diggings National Heritage Park, right on Friars Creek. So we'll see whether this one is any good. Hopefully not too crowded. Oh yeah, look at that. Yep, beautiful. Got the whole place to myself. So yeah, doesn't get much better than that, so I'll stop and have a walk around and pick a camp spot and get set up. Five past 2 in the afternoon, slow cooker's going. Plenty of solar coming in with my 2 solar panels going, so I won't run out of power today with the slow cooker. I chose this site because of its location compared to the rest of this Chokem or Chokem campsite, and it is very, very good where I am. But I actually went for a walk here and I'm a little bit disappointed. I actually found a couple of better spots. So if you're ever going to come here, it's just south of Castlemaine. Very good spot. I mean, it's very open here. I mean, I'd hate to be here if there was a lot of people here, and you know, my campsite's just there, so it would be quite noisy. But there's one campsite that I found when I went looking for firewood. That's the other thing, there's not a lot of firewood around here. So you'd have to bring your own in if you really wanted to have a fire going. I'm not tonight because it's nice and warm, so might get me pot belly going for a cup of tea later on, but that's about it. So I did go looking for some firewood, and I went up just in between those 2 trees there. There's a track going up there, and I didn't realise that there is an absolute ripper campsite just up this track here. If I would have known that, I should have looked harder. About the only drawback would be that it is actually a bit closer to the road, but having said that, there's not a lot of traffic coming through, so it's not bad. But come up here, there's the campsite there, and it would be a ripper. The one up the back there, even better. It's in the shade for a hot summer's day, so a bit disappointed I didn't find that one. But having said that too, that is not actually the best one, so I'll take you across the other side of the campground, show you an even better one. So that's the road in that you come off the bitumen, and then you go round here and you've got the big flat, or I suppose that's why they call it Chokem or Chokem Flat, and my campsite is just down over there. So I came looking for some firewood, and like I said, I found the campsite up in the middle up there, but when I came looking for firewood, I found this track here that goes down to an absolute ripper campsite. And probably the only drawback for me today is I need to get a lot of sun to run my slow cooker. So that might have been the only disadvantage of it, but now that I'm coming down here, I'm seeing quite a lot of sun. But this here, I mean, that there is an absolute ripper campsite. Nice and secluded, away from everybody. Fire pit there. There's also one in over there as well. I could easily get my camper trailer, could even get my caravan in there as well. So maybe next time. Now that I know about it, quite a bit of mountain biking comes off here. I know there's a track going up behind those hills there, and when I go around this way, there's some tracks heading up that way. So a little bit warm for me today, so I'm going to go up tomorrow morning and check out these mountain bike trails. So I'm really impressed with this campsite, but it would be a bad one if it was full of people. Well, now that I'm back at my campsite and showing you around the campsite that's here, showed you the best ones that I reckon are available, I just thought I'd talk about something else with this awning that I found puzzling why they did it. Now, I've fixed this problem, and I did do a video of it when it was raining up at Wartook when I was away last time, but for whatever reason I never got any sound on the video. So I will put it up, bits and pieces of it, to show you the problem that I have. As you can see here, there is quite a pool of water building up there, and this rope here is what you tie down to make it run off. Now I have to continually push up on it to get the water to run off, and it's a real pain. It really does build up to a very big level if you don't keep on pushing it off. And it's all because the rope there kicks this lip up. And there you go, it runs off. So I'm going to have to come up with some kind of solution to fix this problem. But to fix the problem, this here is the tag that you hold your guy rope on, and what you do is you pull that down so that the water runs off your awning. It doesn't pool on your top of your awning. The biggest problem is that that part there was different from that part there. So when you pulled down on this lip actually went up and created like a dam wall. So if you come back here, you can sort of see when you pull it up. Yeah, there we go. When you pull it up, that thing goes up. So what I've done is I've used some quick grip and a little bit of super glue, just to put that down so that when the water hits it, when it's raining, it runs off. Now, I've got a beautiful day today, beautiful sunshine here, and like I said, running the slow cooker. But tomorrow it's supposed to get showers in the afternoon. So if it does, I'll just show you the improvement that I've made, and you'll be able to compare it with the other video that I've got without the sound, and tell the difference between before and after. So I cannot figure out why they put that there. I mean, yeah, it's just puzzling that when you pull down, they must have seen that happening. It's a little bit of a deterrent, but easy fixable. But yeah, it's surprising, and I suppose a little bit disappointing for me that every time I seem to buy something, I have to modify it to suit or to make it work properly. And in this case, yeah, that I find that was more of a disappointment than the peg and rope bag. was this thing, because it pulled up a lot of water when it rained heavy up at Warthook. So yeah, anyway, I'll show you what I mean when I get the edit all done. Wednesday afternoon, I've had my mountain bike ride. Oh, that's steep this morning, and gone for a walk on another trail. See if I was going to come up where I wanted to be, but it didn't. So I've crossed a creek and just got to work my way around the blackberry bushes, which is a lot easier said than done. I wanted to get up that hill up there, see what the view's like from up there. So this is the hill directly behind my campsite at Chokem Flats. So anyway, I think not yet. Still got a few blackberries to get through. Probably not in the best attire to tackle them with a bit of pair of shorts and Crocs on, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Well, I didn't make it too far. I've made it across the creek crossing and the maze of blackberries to get up to a little bit higher. But sadly, I'm not going to be able to make it to the top of the hill because I came to a fence line. Obviously that's private property there, so can't go any further. So this is as far as I'm going to get. But anyway, nice try. I believe I can see the road over there that I come in on, and the campground is sort of in the middle there. So I'm going to make my way back, and I'm going to have a bushman shower this afternoon, which is a dip in the creek. I know some people love blackberries because of obviously the blackberries they get off this, but this is a curse. It's just taken over the Australian countryside. I'll have to find out via the internet where this was introduced into Australia, but it's a curse. I'm just trying to work my way through this battlefield. Lots of sharp spikes on this stuff, so I've got one on my shoe now. Got to make it back down there to that creek, cross that. And I've got to pick up the old mountain bike trail that I was on. So yeah, ooh, bit of a dip there. Here we go. Very hard to get through. Here we go. I've made it. Oh, I made it all right. That was a slide and a half down there. Luckily there was no blackberries on me. That would look funny on a YouTube video if I had it on me. Anyway. Alright. See if I can make it back to camp now. And I'm through. So, bit of a walk. Oh, here we go. Here's the trail here. Here's the mountain bike trail. Sadly, it gets used a lot by motorbike riders. And it's not a sanctioned trail as we call in Australia, so I don't think there's any law against them actually using it, but they rip the hell out of it for mountain bike riders. And like that puddle I just had to cross there, it makes it very lots of holes in it, full of puddles, because they just rip the hell out of it. So anyway, not much I can do about it. So head back to camp. Well, that's all there is for this video. I've packed up now and I'm heading home. Had a very relaxing 2 nights at Chokem Flats, just outside Castlemaine. Definitely a campsite I'll come back to now that I've discovered the other 2 more isolated spots that are very, very pretty. So thanks to my subscribers for watching. And if there's any new ones out there and you like what I've got, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.